Bright lights, big city. Good morning, Vegas. It's the Chris Thomas Morning Show. Fly Cry, Uncle James, Hall of Fame.
Y'all need to pay homage, the original host. Chris Thomas, the mayor in Vegas. Relay like all other Vegases. Every time we on the radio, you say it's us. Plus, we got Terminator X on the cut. In the public, the enemy gets off in the cut. Run up back of mad leaks with the Cuban cuts. Your music that'll make you through the butt. We're soaring for show. We're here to introduce you to the morning show.
Chris is chillin', Terminator's chillin'. Hall of Famers rapping, people, what you think? Layla is chillin', Soren is chillin'. Click work for Billy and we got mad links. James Gang reppin', Big Wig reppin'. Akron, Cleveland, LA to Vegas. Fly Cry, LeBron James a rap. I'm a pro model, I send your brain to cap.
Noonie is chilling. All right, welcome to the Chris Thomas Show, live from Vegas. I'm Chris Thomas, and today we have such a great show. And I want to let everybody know who listen to the Chris Thomas Show that we are on YouTube. Go to the Chris Thomas Show Las Vegas and see us live if you're not in your car or if you're in one of the cities, if you're in California, if you're in North Carolina, if you're in St. Louis, if you're in the DMV, or if you're in Philly, no matter where you are, go straight right now to the Chris Thomas Show on YouTube. All right. And the Chris Thomas Show is being brought to you by 100% sugar-free brands and Piedmont Hemp Co. All right?
Yeah.
So let's get the show started. In the house, I got Soren Baker.
Yes,
What's up?
Glad to be here, Chris. Glad to be here.
I got Noonie LaRue.
What's going on? Hi.
I got Terminator X.
Peace, 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 and love.
Mad Links should be chiming in. And always, we're waiting back for Layla Lopez. All right, we got a great show. I'm hearing an echo. Does anybody out there hear echo? I hear echo. So there's an echo. There's an echo. Let's try to make sure this is that good? Is that?
And now we lost Chris.
All right.
Hey.
All right. So about our sponsors. Let's talk about one of our sponsors, Piedmont.
I hope somebody was talking. For him.
Yeah, we were talking about Piedmont.
Piedmont. Go ahead, Noonie.
Yeah, I don't just put anything on my skin because I did just get my little package and I love it. But listen, y'all, I don't put nothing else on my skin and neither should you, okay? Piedmont delivers free 5-star body care powered by premium plant-based botanicals and crafted spa-level precious, okay? No, precision, I'm sorry. And the Steve Evolution Body Moisturization is smooth and luxurious. I put it on my hands. I like it. I like the way it's smooth and stuff. And hydration hair serum. Now, I ain't got no hair, and if I was trying to go grow some, I bet it'd be a game changer. I promise you that. And when tension shows up, I got this little new Life Palm or Pain Balm that brings clean and powerful comfort. So listen, hey, elevate your self-care and do it right, okay? Discover it at PiedmontHemp.com. PiedmontHempCom.com. I'm sorry. PiedmontHempCo.com.
Right.
Read my hand.
All right, thank you. I don't know where the echo is coming from. So I don't know, it's not coming from me. Anybody hear it?
I can't hear it.
Not anymore.
Just keep going. I can't hear it. Oh,
all right. Well, okay, so let's get started. This is the BO quote of the day.
Hello, everybody. This is BO, the 44th, with the celebrity quote of the day. Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. Quoted by Steve Jobs. And that was the celebrity quote of the day. Now back to the Chris Thomas Show with the top-notch all-star team, live from Vegas on KSHP 107.1 FM and 1400 AM. Have a great day, everybody.
What the world needs now Is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of.
And all right, Vegas, if nobody told you today they don't love you, we do here on the Chris Thomas Show. So much chaos is going on in the world. And Noonie,
And if nobody told you today your birthday, happy birthday.
all right. Always somebody's birthday each and every day here on the Chris Thomas Show. No matter how old you are, be glad. And how young you are, be glad. Because guess what? Life is short, even though we think it's long. We got a great show. What we have for the topics today, Noonie?
Today headlines got jokes, rumors, and a little bit of NFL shakeup, okay? Deion Cole says Kanye West needs to laugh again. And he tried to help him out by the Improv Comedy Club. Sometimes comedy is therapy, okay? And then Anthony Anderson and what's this, Roxy Diaz got folks buzzing after the Golden Globes. Now, I ain't saying they together, but the vibes is vibing like they together. You know what I'm saying? And then we got Aaron Rodgers speaking on Mike Tomlin, who's officially steps down as head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers after 19th season, end of an era, baby. And that's what's going on the Chris Thomas Show.
And much, much more. I was sad when he left, but guess sometimes it'll work it out. If he could go to Baltimore, I'm gonna be so happy. But guess what? They arrived. They go against each other, so that wouldn't look right. So right about now it's time for Diamond D with love and happiness here on the Chris Thomas Show with the top-notch all-star team.
Hello, this is Diamond D with Love and Happiness, where I'm giving you some love advice, some happiness advice, some everyday good advice to make your day a little bit more loving. Love is more than a feeling with your heart. It is a chemical change in your brain. The Proceedings of National Academy of Science states that this chemical change is called oxytocin. Oxytocin is released in a person's blood when they become attracted to another person. It is connected with that person falling in love. Oxytocin is the chemical responsible for people bonding, feeling secure in the relationship, and trusting the other person. Oxytocins are triggered by a certain action, including looking at the person, hugging them, or smelling a particular cologne or perfume worn by the object of your affection. It is a hormone of positive contribution cycle, which means the more oxytocin triggered activities, the more oxytocin in the brain. When a person has an oxytocin connection, they are more likely to be faithful, warm, and loyal to the other person. This is Love and Happiness with Diamond D, where I'm working to make your day more loving.
Well, Diamond D, that oxytocin is always working. Every time I walk down the street and a young lady say hi, I say oxytocin. That's what Noonie, is that what happened? Is that what happened when you met your man? It was oxytocin?
Yes, it was a whole bunch of it. I was spelling oxytocin. Because this is the right person that just make you excited. They make you relax. You know what I'm saying? So if that's it, give it to me. A lot of oxytocin, please. A lot of it.
So if anybody today, when you see a young lady, say, oh, she's cute. Or young ladies, you might see a young man and you say, wow, it's oxytocin. That's what it is. What about you, Soren?
If that's what it is, that's what it is.
Can you say the word one time for me?
Oxytocin.
There we go. There we go. That's the word of the day. What about you, Terminator?
Oxytocin.
He said, give me some.
Give me some of that oxytocin.
Instead of asking for it, give me some of that oxytocin, girl. She was like, what's
but but on the real deal, I like a young lady that smells good. One of my favorite fragrances is Opium. What about you, Mad Links?
Well, I see that Diamond D has decided to go the route of science to try to get on the right side of things, because facts nor science cares about your feelings. So I'm with it. Well done, Diamond D. You're off to a great start for 2026.
Oh well, you didn't say oxytocin.
I didn't have to.
I'll say it for you. This is Mad Links Oxytocin. Whoa, wow. That's the word of the day. So now I know. Thank you, Diamond D. So now let's get to our first topic. Of course, this is something that I know Mad Links, I don't know if he were happy that Mike Tomlin stepped away, but it is not his fault when someone misses a field goal kick or Aaron Rodgers being 42 years old. So we're going to listen to a clip that Aaron Rodgers, and I think this is one of the best things he's ever said about any coach. So let's listen to this clip.
This league has changed a lot in like 21 years. You know, when you hear a conversation about the Mike Tomlins of the world, Matt LaFleur's of the world, those are just two that kind of I played for. And when I first got in the league, there wouldn't be conversation about whether those guys were on the hot seat, you know, but the way that the league is covered now and the way that there's snap decisions and the validity given to the, you know, the Twitter experts and all the, you know, experts on TV now who make it seem like they know what the hell they're talking about. To me, that's an absolute joke. And for either of those two guys to be on the hot seat is
it's disgusting.
It's really apropos of where we're at as a society and a league, because obviously Matt's done a lot of great things in Green Bay and we had a lot of success.
I think we get the point. Now we're talking about Green Bay, which he ain't been at for a long time. So let's move on.
Well, I was just, he's making a point. He played for both of them, Lynx, and everyone is always talking about the coach. Now, when the Ravens, that field goal kicker, and they was pumping him up all 9 straight, and he missed that, which would have knocked out the Pittsburgh Steelers. Then it would have been the Ravens. Then the Ravens probably would have paid. I think they were supposed to play the Houston if they had won, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so they probably going to get their butt whipped on that day too. But I think it would have been a little bit different type of game. So I'm going to start off you with Lynx. Is this the right decision for Mike Tomlin? And what team do you feel that he should go to in a year? I think he's going to take a year off.
I think, listen, whatever Mike Tomlin wants to do, he's had 19 amazing years of winning seasons or I should say non-losing seasons in Pittsburgh. So I love the fact that he said, hey, look, I'm not even going to give anybody the opportunity to fire me. And when it comes down to it, the Pittsburgh Steelers are the best organization in regards to loyalty to their head coaches. You're talking about a team since their infancy and the beginning stage of the NFL has only had 3 head coaches. There are teams that have had 3 head coaches in 2 years in the league, right? So I think they've done right by him. He has done right by the team. And if he just feels as though this particular chapter of his life and career should be done, by all means. Where he ends up next, if he wants to end up anywhere at all, because let's remember too that the former coach that he replaced in Bill Cowher went on to have a broadcast career. So just maybe same thing is in the future for Mike Tomlin, who will be successful no matter what he does.
You're exactly right. So, Soren, I want to ask you this, since you're from Maryland, you think he would fit good with the Ravens?
Absolutely not. He is Harbaugh. He and Harbaugh are very similar. They they don't call plays and they seemingly don't interact much on game day to help the team win, to make adjustments, to do these things. And Tomlin in particular, we got Chris Thomas on the show, we got me on the show, Nooney LaRue on the show, Mad Links on the show, Terminator X on the show. We have as many playoff wins in the last decade as Mike Tomlin does. So no, he should not be on the Ravens. He's trash. So no, absolutely not.
Woo, that was deep. That was
standing
deep.
on it. You're standing on it.
No, he said no Ravens. All right. What about you, Nooney?
Okay, now you know I really don't know too much about football like that, but listen,
Okay.
19 season though. From what I've heard, 19 season, that man that just quit, he graduated. So salute to the coach Tomlin, because coaching grown men that long deserves a pension and a paradise for real. So good luck to you.
X-Man.
Pass.
Okay. So I just want to say this because me and Mad Links, when we're talking about years, and that's how long Rap City lasted on the air, 19 years. And even though I wasn't the host for the 19 years, it's something special about that show. And Mad Links, if you can just take a brief moment. And they're making a big point about 19 years because it is a long time. My mom was saying that. I was showing her on ESPN this morning, and she was saying that's a long time. How do you feel being part of the Rap City legacy?
It's an honor. And to be honest with you, something I would have never had the thought to even want to be a part of it, being somebody who has the opportunity as basically a kid watching, the iconic, legendary mayor, Chris Thomas himself, being the host of that show, especially at a time where hip hop was in its infancy to a degree in regards of where it ultimately got to. So to know that I had a chance to run my leg of the marathon that I never would have imagined in the wildest dreams I ever had, to be a part of that legacy. It's iconic, it's historic, and it's a privilege and it's an honor. And I'm so happy just to be here, still with the big homie, Chris Thomas.
Well, I appreciate it, but I'm gonna just let the world know. They talk about Mike Tomlin and that show, and they had D Bonds on Pump Me Up, and they had Yo MTV Raps and a few others. But I added another element. I'm a comedian first before I was a rap show host, and that's what I did on most of the tours. My job was to go out and make those kids laugh before they started fighting, and Terminator can vouch for that. But those were the days. So now let's listen to one of my guys that I introduced on stage when he was 14 years old. He talks about it a lot. This is David Chappelle. I said David Chappelle, so that's the big story about that. Here on the Chris Thomas Show, the All-American Humor Awards, Sin City Comedy Spotlight. Here on the Chris Thomas Show with the top-notch all-star team. Let's go.
Just afraid of being attacked. Happens to the best of us. Don't ever forget what happened to that French actor. You know what I'm talking about? Juicy Smouye. He's a very famous French actor. Y'all never heard of Juicy Smouye? Juicy Smouye is an actor from France. And he became famous on a show called Empire. One night, he was in Chicago late at night and was the victim he was the victim of a racist and homophobic attack. You see, Juicy Smouye is gay and he is black, not just French.
All right. That was Chappelle. The Chappelle Show. The Chappelle Show. Now we're going into our Rap City hip hop mix with the one and only legendary from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame till the Grammys, Terminator X. What we got?
All right. We got some Mr. Cheeks featuring Missy Elliott, Beat Nuts and Fat Man Scoop, some EVE, Naughty by Nature and LL Cool J.
And this is brought to you by 100% Sucker Free Brands, the brands in hot sauce and coffees, soon to be on the market in a store near you. Let's go.
50,000 watts of funkin' hip-hop power.
Remix. When I come through the door, I'm on the floor. You wanna see my shake? Yeah. Remix. And when I move it around, you in the corner like that. How she do that there? Remix. It's the beat in the meantime. See, I'm a crowd. I keep the crowd jumping. Remix. It's the haters that hate the game and talking like they ain't saying nothing. Remix. It's the chief big dog. My boys, they put it heavy till the trees at.
I'm gonna give you a shout out.
Baseline, rap, bit at. Remix. It's the remix. God dang it, don't get no better.
I'm gonna give you a shout out, and hopefully I can get you on the show doing some things. Yes, ma'am.
Word up! You know the flavor! Batman Scoop, beat nuts! Yo! Batman Scoop, Crook Clan! Batman Scoop, Crook Clan! Batman Scoop, Crook Clan! Beat nuts! Batman Scoop, Crook Clan! Batman Scoop, Crook Clan! Batman Scoop, Crook Clan! Beat nuts!
Let's rock and roll, put some real hip hop in your soul. Over this track, there's no stopping the flow. Let's blast off in a ridiculous way and face off. Like Nicolas Cage, slam pit, you get crushed, you should know better. And now you stuck like you don't know where to go. Make you a believer, chop you in the neck with a motherfucking meat cleaver. It's cool, you can fool the kids, but you can't fool that live the lifestyle.
EVE come through in the minds of pride. On it big like I live in the Taj Mahal. Talk and I don't get in the glide. That's why they love and that's real been the chick that they talk about. Damn is the words that come out their mouth. She look good always without a doubt. Ask for it, she back the cake and now.
Hey, you can smoke a split with a clip, but there's still no mountain high, you know. Or wide enough to touch the naughty, nappy, nasty, the nasty, trashy, be pappy. That's happy to be nappy. Me and Ben Rock went squats and flocks and groups and troops with timber boots and gel suits. That's how I roll with my hair do dope. When the will I got one in competition ain't dope. Beat you, break you, broke you, smoke you, take you, send you to your little group on mute. Sooner or later, you wanna flip, tell them full, send me half with it. And all that other ringling brothers. Sporty, naughty, hot pot, greater than HOI, shit, slam the flip, flam, and then jam. You can run, but you can't hide, you can't go far. No matter where you go, there you are. Come on! Come on! Where the ladies at? Where the cash at? Where the at? Where the money at? Put your middle finger up, put your middle finger up, put your middle finger up, get them up, get them up. Put your middle finger up, put your middle finger up, get them up, get them up, get them up. Throw your sky, wings side to side, put your hands high, put your hands high, wings side to side, put your hands high. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm rocking my pants, put suckers in fear, making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom, explosion. Overpowering, over the competition. I'm towering, wrecking shop. When I drop these lyrics that'll make you call the cops. Don't you dare stare. You better move. Don't ever compare me to the rest that'll all get sliced and diced. Competition's paying the price. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. Don't you call this a regular jam. I'm gonna rock this land. I'm gonna take this city, bitty world by storm. And I'm just getting warm. Just like Muhammad Ali, they called him Cassie. Terminator.
I mean,
Breaking news.
You're listening to the Chris Thomas Show with the All-Star team with DJ Terminator X, Soren Baker, Noonie LaRue, DJ Matt Links, and Layla Lopez, right here on KSHP Radio, 107.1 FM and 1400 AM Las Vegas.
Oh, this is Sugar Bear. When I'm in Vegas, I listen to the Chris Thomas Show. If you don't know, you better know now, because I'm telling you what to do. The Chris Thomas Show. You hear what I said? When I'm in Vegas, that's what I do. Ow, suckside.
Yo, what's up? This is comedian Mike Brooks with the Housewives of Benner Road. You can catch it on YouTube. And when I'm in Vegas, I'm down with the Chris Thomas Show and the Top Notch All-Star team. Yeah.
All right. And I got some good news. You know, me being on KSHP 107.1 and 1400 AM, it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for this guy, Spank E, comedian extraordinaire from Chi-Town, and the guy is phenomenal. And he is going to make his return back to KSHP 107.1 FM, 1400 AM with his Jokes and Jams show starting in March the 28th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Saturdays. So I want to give him a shout out and want to holler at Mahogany and want to let everybody know the Chris Thomas Show can be listened to on these platforms: East to the West Radio, Live 365, Melodious Radio, Cheddar Vision Radio, 101 Jams, Connected Radio, GreatestDJsRadio.com, and WUBI Live Radio, Ubiquity Radio and TV. Now on Roku. All right. And I want to let everybody know and let Spanky know that it's called collaborating. This station has been really good to us, and we have never came to Vegas to do a show. We're in different locations. And when we do, since you live there, we're going to do this. We're going to do the damn thing. So now it's time to go to Nosy Noonie News, brought to you by.
This segment is brought to you by Piedmont Hemp Co. This brand creates 5-star plant-powered body care designed for real relief and real results. Find your relief at PiedmontHempCo.com. And as always, you may not know me a lot of bit, but you're going to know me a little bit. This is your girl, Noonie LaRue, with Nosy Noonie News, where I'm normally not nosy, but today don't count. So there. Now, here's what's happening on Nosy News. Listen, a reporter by the name of Lynn Joan Turpin with the Free Press News out of Jacksonville. And she's gone viral, y'all. So I seen this, you know what I'm saying, on my little Facebook feed. And she's interacting with the Jaguar head coach, Liam Cohen. And now, the Jaguar lost, you know what I'm saying, the playoffs. Like I told y'all before, I'm not really into football, but this just really caught me, you know what I'm saying? But they lost to the Buffalo Bills. Tough loss, season ending. You could tell it. He felt it, right? But instead of the same tired questions like, how does this loss feel? Or what went wrong? Or what could you have done differently? Mrs. Lynn did something radical. She spoke to him like a human. She congratulated him. She acknowledged his first year head coach. She told him he did great. She told him to keep your head up. And baby, it hits different when an auntie or a grandma spirit speak life into you. Okay, I tell you that. But I do got a clip though. All right, Terminator, go ahead and roll the clip, because Auntie Lynn came with a hug, a sermon, and a Duval. Okay.
Liam Cohen is going viral. After the team's 27-24 playoff loss to the Bills, a local reporter, Jacksonville Free Press News Associate Editor Lynn Jones Turpin, spoke directly to Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen during the post-game press conference. She told him,
"Congratulations on your success, young man.
Thank
you. Hold your head up, all right? You guys have had a most magnificent season.
Thank
you. You did a great job out there today.
Appreciate
so you just hold your head up, okay?"
The nearly 20-second clip quickly went viral, with some praising the positivity and others arguing that it crossed the line of journalistic professionalism. Despite the loss, many saw the moment as a rare bit of humanity and support in a tough postseason exit.
Okay, listen, his face went from damn, okay, maybe I did do something. And then the second she said Duval, that man looked like he just won the Super Bowl, okay? And people mad, you know what I'm saying, calling it unprofessional, saying she wasn't doing journalism. Let me tell you something. It's an evil world, okay? When grace makes people uncomfortable, when people make people uncomfortable, journalism isn't about asking questions all the time, it's about capturing the moment. So I do want to ask our journalists on the panel, Soren, from a journalism standpoint, where do empathy and professionalism meet? And why do people act like it can't exist in the same room?
I have a lot of thoughts on this. First and foremost, she shouldn't have done that, journalistically speaking. However, the reality is what passes for journalism today is a joke. So all these people that I've seen criticizing her, they're the same reason that I actually got disenchanted with sports journalism, which I was doing a little bit of in college, because, one of the reporters, the receipts, they come back, man. The truth hurts, you're going to be in pain. And this lady that had criticized the woman from Jacksonville had actually asked Aaron Rodgers. She had gone on a Twitter tirade bashing the woman from Jacksonville. Someone put up one of her questions about Aaron Rodgers' wedding ring, like what type it was and why did he wear it and this and that. So it's like, selective amnesia. And we got a bunch of these quote unquote journalists, especially in the sports world. And I would say really with all entertainment, they're not journalists, they're sycophants. And beyond that, they don't even ask, what's it like to be great? Like, it's like all this sucking up to the talent all the time instead of asking probing or thoughtful or intellectual or any questions based on any actual knowledge of the subject matter. So one, she shouldn't have done it, but she's just what everybody else does. So,
Got it. Okay, so Mad Links, I see you shaking your head, but okay, I do got a question for you though. Would you rather be critiqued by the internet or encouraged by a Black woman who means it?
All right, so I'm gonna answer the first question, which is the most important one that you asked, Sean. No, she shouldn't have did it. And I'm gonna say the hard, difficult truth here. When they question about women in sports and being a journalist in sports, this is the thing that they're gonna talk about. Okay? Because if you want to pull homeboy off to the side and have that conversation with him, I'm totally for it. I love everything that she said. I hate the vehicle in which she used to say it, because it's also a bit of grandstanding, because she knows a moment like that is going to go viral, even if it's all for the wrong reasons. So instead of it being honestly just truly professional about exactly what she should have been there as a journalist, she took that moment to run with it and do something else. Again, I love what she said. I think it was from the heart. I think it was beautiful. I hate the venue and the vehicle which she used to say it. Now, to answer your question about the criticism on the internet, I don't care about none of that.
So you would rather be encouraged by a Black woman who means it?
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, that's great. But at the same time, like I said, let's do it in the right way. Let's do it in the right vehicle. And by the way, as a local journalist, she would have had that opportunity to pull him to the side to do that from now on to the beginning of the following season.
Got it. Okay, Chris, be honest. When was the last time an auntie complimented you and changed your whole week or your whole month or your whole year?
Wow. Well, you get compliments all the time, but going back to what Mad Links and Soren just said, maybe she's a Jaguar fan. And don't forget, Trevor Lawrence has been there for several years, getting hit and knocked around. So maybe she didn't understand at that moment. She was just happy they had gotten to the playoff for the city. But y'all both are right. She should have been a little bit more professional. But I think I get compliments all the time. A lot of my aunties have passed away. So I think compliments are good for everybody. I think for those, as you give your kid a compliment or someone that you don't know, because people need that. It helps fuel everything that they're trying to accomplish in life. So that was a great question. Thanks.
Got it. Okay. You're so welcome. And Terminator X, I got something for you as well, piggybacking off what Chris just said. If someone had spoken life into you early in your career, what lane would you have been dominating right now that you feel?
Repeat that. I didn't quite understand.
I can. Okay. If someone has spoken life into you early in your career, what lane would you be dominating right now?
How would I done some things different? Possibly, I've gotten good advice that stirred me down different directions. I can't point out anything specific.
Mm-hmm.
I will comment. I agree that it wasn't necessarily the platform to say that, but I will say at the same time, it's nice to see something positive. There's plenty of stuff that they say that's said on TV that's negative, so it's nice for a break. But yes, it was unprofessional.
Yeah. Well, as the panel said, they feel as
what
though.
about you? What about you? What do you think?
As far as like again, as far as she should have got her little journalism question out, you know what I'm saying, and then like again, she could have pulled them to the side. But as far as the message itself, I feel like the message, she felt something in her heart to say, because she's seen them down, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, and then as again, she may have been a fan, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, she's seen how far the team was at, and then she's seen how far the team has came. So she wanted to, lift his head up. But listen, let me go ahead and wrap this up. Now, before we wrap this up I want to make sure that I'm saying this in the words of Auntie Lynn Jones Turpin. To the men on this panel and to the men that's listening, congratulations on your success. Hold your head up high. We are in a new season and there is more ahead of you, okay? And yes, I'm an auntie now, so I'm allowed to say that, okay? And this has been Nosy News, where I'm normally not nosy, but today doesn't count. So there, and this is sponsored to you by Piedmont Hemp Co. No junk, no shortcuts. We just spot graded quality where you can feel. So find your relief at PiedmontHempCo.com.
So I want to ask the guys, you got some of the Piedmont Hemp Company stuff. How did you like it? Everything was cool? Thorne, did you get yours?
I did not. So I'm
okay.
Waiting mine.
Noonie, you got yours, right?
Yes, I got mine. I got my hair growth oil. I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Links, did you get yours?
Not yet. Still waiting.
All right. I know Terminator, you got yours.
It might go today.
Okay.
Yes,
all right.
Yes, I did. I appreciate it. I haven't gotten a chance to try it out. I literally just got it. But looking forward to trying it out.
All right. Piedmont Hemp Co. All right. Go online and order you something, everybody. Also, I want to say that when I'm talking about Spanky, his first guest is going to be Shane Forbes, and he's a internet sensation, a funny comedian. And that's going to start, I think I said March the 8th on a Saturday at 9 a.m. to 11. And it's going to have such a great time. Now it's time for us to go to another TV station that's on YouTube, and it's called Unique Access, and the one and only from Source Magazine, 20 Books, Soren Baker.
Yes. So today on the Chris Thomas Show, the Unique Access segment is with somebody I've interviewed several times on the channel. I found this clip of him talking about the significance of Parliament Funkadelic and how that ties in with The Chronic, which sampled Parliament Funkadelic many, many, many times throughout the project. So when we come back, the panel, I would like to say either get your input on the importance and significance of The Chronic or on Parliament Funkadelic once we get back. So Terminator X, when you're ready, let's make it happen here on the Chris Thomas Show.
About time somebody did this right here, because I'm a big funk fan. I'm a big Parliament Funkadelic P-Funk fan. And that album, that's pretty much what it was. It was just gangster Parliament Funkadelic, And I'm like, oh, they finally reached the top. That's it. Like, this is the biggest thing on planet Earth. They were selling more records than like pop music at that time.
Yes. So shout out Arabian Prince. I got lots of interviews with him on Unique Access Entertainment on YouTube. Definitely check those out. So let's go to the panel. DJ Mad Links, what's either your thoughts on The Chronic and or the significance of Parliament Funkadelic in the rap world?
Well, obviously what Parliament has done historically in use of samples and whatnot that have come from their music, heavily influencing that in the West Coast. But, can't forget about their influence even in the Daisy Age on the De La Soul for their first project. And I will just say this real quick. I have a memory of Parliament Funkadelic. It was a showcase back at a point where they were actually, I want to say in Colombia for a very little while. And they were the final act, thank God, because they had about a 2 hour, 45-minute set that lasted, was only about 5 songs.
Wow.
So I'd never seen something like that in my life. Again, 2.5 hours plus, and all they performed was 5 songs. I mean, it was one hell of an experience.
Yes. Well, thank you for that, Mad Links. Noonie LaRue, what would you like to add on either the Chronic and or Parliament Funkadelic?
Well, I would say the Chronic, because I'm kind of like in that area. You know, the album kind of taught rappers how to breathe, ride, and talk slick without yelling. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was pretty dope. And then every bass line after that, you know, it was inspired. So rapping cool was cool. It was influential. So, you know, the Chronic made hip hop smoother and smart in a way to be more confident. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, without them, I put that as like, because I was younger when it came out. So if rap had a grown man era, that was it.
There it is. Now, Terminator X, you've had the benefit of touring with and knowing a lot of the people in these conversations. So what did you see or feel from either the Chronic or Parliament Funkadelic?
I got something to say about both of them.
Let's get it.
Parliament, I'm old enough to remember. I've had the pleasure of watching Parliament in their prime at Madison Square Garden. I can't say enough about Parliament, George Clinton. Huge group. Still enjoy listening to them. The Chronic was it's a legendary album. It introduced us, if I'm not mistaken, to Snoop Dogg pretty much. My only disappointment was finding out some of those songs were samples. but that's a compliment at the same time. You understand what I'm saying? But that was a huge album. I'll never forget, you know, I remember I think we were playing like Apollo Theater or something one night, and I think the first single came out, and we were like, wow, like that was a sucker punch from the West Coast. I mean that in a positive way. I mean that was another launch from the West Coast that took them to another level. Chronic.
Yes. And Chris, being DC, DMV, and all that, obviously we got a lot of love for Parliament Funkadelic, and they did a lot of legendary stuff in our area. So do you want to speak on them or speak on the Chronic or both, like Terminator?
I'm going to speak on Parliament because a little history. I had the privilege, and one day I'm gonna get him on the phone. He was my manager. He was the #1 hip hop promoter in the country. Tiger Flower / G Street Express / CD Enterprises. They took the chance on the first Raising Hell tour with Run DMC. But I had the honor to be one of the presenters and the host of the Funk Awards in California back in the day with Bootsy. Oh, say my name, baby. And I mean, that was a privilege and an honor. Far as working with, and Terminator, remember this when we were out on tour with Ice Cube, NWA. So we got to hear a lot of that mixes. I guess I didn't understand it either. I thought it was original music too. So I learned something now that I didn't know then. So thank you, Soren. And what about you?
Man, I gotta say, one of the amazing things, and I did an interview with Bootsy Collins on Unique Access, so definitely check that out if you haven't already. But the crazy thing is, because my dad was more of a Beatles fan in particular, Bob Dylan and Bruce Springsteen, I learned about the sampling backwards. So when I would go to my friends' houses and either their older brothers or cousins or grandmas or moms or dads or whoever, I would hear these songs and I was like, wait a minute. So when I heard We Want Easy, that's really Bootsy Collins. So then I realized that was a Bootsy Collins song. I was like, oh man. So it gave me a deeper appreciation for the originators like Bootsy and like George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic, but then also, to your point, Terminator and Chris, the fact that when the production is done so well, as Dr. Dre did on The Chronic and throughout his career, when it's done so well, it sounds brand new. It doesn't necessarily even sound like a sample. And the changes that the producers make are so innovative, and Terminator obviously knows this firsthand from seeing the mix and match, cut and paste that the Bomb Squad did, but Dr. Dre is the master and, in my opinion, the best producer of all time. But the main thing is when you look at this music, the beauty of it and how the different people interpret it and reimagine it, I think is one of the most amazing things. So very grateful for that.
All right, good stuff. And I guess Dr. Dre could be known as the hip hop funk. I guess that's what he's known for, the hip hop funk. And this is Boosie, baby. And now I want to bring up Mad Links with the R&B Soul Mix Yabba Dabba Doozle, baby. What we got, Links?
All right, today I feel like dropping off a little bit of Ciara with Chris Brown, followed up by talking about the West Coast. Big acquisition to me in regards to Death Row is October London, and a lot of music he's coming up on the Chris Thomas Show right now.
All right, brought to you by 100% Sucker Free and Mahogany. Here you go. It's for you.
He said that I blow his mind.
I'm somewhere, sure.
Just trying to catch his eyes. I gonna tell you lies. That's just how we know.
I couldn't even tell you, darling. I don't really pay attention to performance and all that.
What it is, how we roll. What it is, yeah. Top off summer in the wind. You look at me like that, it can be make another kid. Give my heart, I'm your rib. If I ever had to for you, I would do a bid. And I can tell that you're ready. 3, 2, 1, it's going down like confetti. Water to no one shots again. If we do it on the phone, promise that we're gonna trend. Ooh, don't kill the vibe. You know what I like. Tonight, it's on tonight. I'm talking on sight. That's just how we roll. You know what it is. How we roll. You know what it is. Like that. That's just how we roll. What it is. How we roll. You know what it is. So amazing. It's been a minute since I've been in it, swimming in it. You should be living in it. Keep your hands all over me and never worry. Keep you coming, that's how you love it. Who cares if we're bubbling? When it comes to you, I'm with whatever. You know why? I won't give you up. I know what you like. Get ready. Oh yeah. It's on tonight. I'm talking on sight. That's just how we roll. That's how we roll. Just like that. That's just how we roll. That's how we roll. You know what it is.
You ain't gotta tell me cause you understood. Oh, you got me feeling cause you love me. You touch on me when I touch on you. We gon' find up you like a barbecue. You wanna get on me, baby. I wanna get on you. I can tell you like it, baby. I can tell by the way you move. Come on and give it to me. Put it down like it's supposed to. Give me your permission, I'ma do it to do. You're looking good like soul food. Gotta represent for the South and the old school. Tony Lewis.
Your love, girl, takes me higher. Touch on you, you touching on me. This love is real, no fake or phony. On it, touching on it, I'm getting on it, go, touching on it. I'm getting on it. Wanna get on me, baby, wanna get on me, want you to touch on me, wanna get on me, baby, get on you, wanna get on you. Fire, desire, your love, girl, takes me higher. touch on you. You touching on me. This love is real. No fake or phone. I'm getting on it. Touching on it. I'm getting on it. Go, touching on it. I'm getting on it. Get on me, baby. Wanna get on me, touch on me. Wanna get on me, get on me. Wanna get on me.
You know, this song wasn't really made, to be a song. You know, it's more of a vibe. It's the light slow. It's the sexual infrastructure of lovemaking. Love, 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 love.
What's up, good people? It's your boy Brian Hooks from the Eve Show and Soul Plane. And when I'm in Vegas, I'm listening to the Chris Thomas Show with the top-notch all-star team. Yeah.
All right. I want to say that both DJs, Mad Links and Terminator X, y'all mixes were stupendous. Stupendous. I'm learning words each and every day. Stupendous. And now it's time for our message of hope.
Good morning. Our scripture comes from Psalms 25:4. Show me your ways, O Lord. Teach me your paths. Devotional. One of the reasons we sometimes miss how the Lord is working in our lives is because we don't really know God and his ways. Maybe you would say, I received Jesus as my Savior. Surely I know him. What more is there to understand? But if you only know Jesus as your Redeemer and not as the great physician, or if you only know Jesus as your Redeemer and not the Good Shepherd or the mighty warrior and all the other ways he may minister to you, there is still a great deal you're missing about God's will and how God operates. Even worse, you may not trust God as deeply as you should trust him because you don't truly know God's character and how profoundly God cares for you. Remember, knowing God's will means understanding how God thinks about your situation. This makes learning about him and his principles absolutely crucial to your pursuit of God's plan. The less you know about God, the less you'll know how to listen to him, which in turn means the less you're going to hear from God. But the more you understand about Jesus and who God is, the more you'll be able to perceive his activity in your circumstances. Therefore, set your heart to really know God. Our power thought is, Jesus, I want to know and love you more. Show me your ways. I put my hope in you. Have a blessed day.
Amen. Amen. Now let's go to our last topics. And of course, we want to thank our sponsor, 100% Sucker Free Brands and Piedmont Hemp Co. You can go online and look those up. And believe me, there's some good products. So I'm going to get to our last, Kanye West went to see Deion Cole's a good friend of mine. And I'm sure that you know him too, Noonie, right?
I have not yet granted the pleasure yet. So I'm waiting.
Okay. So they was at the Improv. And everybody needs laughter. Let me just tell you, it's a healing. It heals you, and it keeps your mind off of problems. So let's listen to what Deion Cole has to say about Kanye coming to the club.
Kanye, I know you asked him, could you get an interview? He came out to your show.
Yeah.
So what's up with that? Is that a yes, or what's going to happen?
We waiting to find out.
Have you heard any new music from the new album?
Not yet, but I know it's tons of it. And I hear it's phenomenal.
Get out of here. So question. I know that we don't get to see Kanye laughing often. How was that for you, seeing him laugh as his friend?
Oh, man, he needed that, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to look out for our own, no matter what they go through, whatever they do. We got to show that we're here for them at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, people keep forgetting, you know, he's a person too, you know.
I love that. You know? Teyana Taylor, Golden Globe.
Yes, T, we love.
Wow. Do you think he had that product, that commercial that he does on TV? Do you think that he had that on?
That Old
What's that
Spice.
commercial? That Old Spice. That's been around for a long.
Hey, I think every celebrity, when they hit that certain age, they get their Old Spice contract. I swear.
So let's start with you. You think Kanye is gonna comment on Deion Coles?
I don't know. Honestly, hey, listen, I'm just glad he made him laugh because he do need that. You know, he needs that in his life. Laughter is cheaper than therapy, Kanye. You know what I'm saying? I don't require any prescription. Okay. But listen, but Deion said, come here, sit down, I got you. And I support it. Everybody needs laughter. I promise you that. Good for the heart and the soul.
So, man, Link, you think he's a big fan of Deion? Because nobody goes any place unless they are a fan, especially a comedy club.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They go plenty places they don't have to be a fan. Oh, absolutely.
Do you go to the Improv just off a spare of a moment?
Me personally, I would say I have in the spare moment. Yeah, I've had last minute tickets, but I mean, just to address what you just said, people don't go to where they don't want to go. I know plenty of men who's married and got a wife or a girlfriend that go places that they don't want to go.
No, I'm gonna say that. Did you think that Kanye knew that Deion was at the Improv?
Oh, I don't know. I honestly, ever since Kanye West said that slavery was a choice, I could care less anything about Kanye. I enjoy his suffering in regards of not him just saying it just one time. The fact that he doubled down, tripled down, and quadrupled down. I understand as human beings, we can sometimes misspeak. We should come back and think about what we said. But when the man said that slavery was a choice, now mind you, Kanye himself ended up getting under pressure, and he looked a whole lot like a slave to me when he made that hostage video with Jay Prince about having to perform with Drake. So if anybody would probably act real slaverish at the sound of that whip being cracked, it would be him. He has no right. He don't have the manhood. He don't have the cojones. He don't have the testosterone to talk about slavery being a choice for anybody.
Right. Okay. What about you, Soren?
I mean, I'm a fan of Deion Coles. I'm less and less a fan of Kanye and agreeing with Lynx. I just, as somebody that talked to Kanye a couple times over the years and just seen his downward spiral, because he's obviously immensely talented. But I think that, like one of his mentors, Donald Trump, I think he's just an attention whore, which is a shame.
Now he's a whore.
Okay. All right. What about you, Terminator?
Well, I happened to see that clip, and like I think Noonie said, laughter is very healing. I know that for myself because there's been plenty of times where I've been down, and somebody made me laugh, and it made me feel tremendously better. There's a thing in this world called grace. I don't like a lot of things Kanye says. Like someone said, he's amazing talent. Who's clearly got some issues going on. I wish somebody would be successful at get him some help with those issues.
He still deserved to laugh.
But let's just put it to the point.
Yes.
Let's get to the point. He's human, and all human are not perfect.
Amen.
You ever watch that channel called the ID channel? And they be showing all the different things that kids who grew up, they can tell what a kid's going to do probably by 5, knowing what road he's going to take. Well, anyway, we had a great time, and I want to thank all the top-notch all-star team. I want to thank Soren Baker. I want to thank Terminator X, DJ Mad Links. I want to thank Newly LaRue, and I always thank our engineer, Mark Hayes. And I want to thank Tony Medley, one of our producers. And I want to thank y'all for tuning in. And we want to thank the Hall of Famers, Sean Flycry, and, of course, Uncle James. Until next time, folks, we'll be around. All right?
Peace.
Bright lights, big city. Good morning, Vegas. It's the Chris Thomas Morning Show. Fly Cry